Thank you, Zyori, the best host in the business. My name is Sunshine, joined by Grand Grant. This is the best of 3 upper bracket finals between Team Liquid and Vici Gaming. Grand Grant,
What up?
we have a pause so we can talk about cosmetics.
We can. He doesn't have the bunny mount on the Mirana.
Oh my god. Well,
If you're not willing to drop $600, you're not willing to win a tournament.
this is actually the first Chinese Mirana I have not seen with that mount.
Yeah, Paparazzi's played it a few times and I noticed that. I like it. I like the C form.
This is the Anuxi Classic, though. Very
How do you
good
pronounce it?
Wait, what does it say?
Petrois?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Oh my god, I have no idea. It sounds Greek, though. I'm just going to take a wild guess here. Anuxi can probably tweet at us and let us know. We got a smoke here from
Oh, it's
Team
five,
Liquid.
5 for 5. 5 against
There
5, it
we
looks
are.
like.
We'll see. This is a 5 versus 5 game, so it makes sense at the end of the day.
It does. Oh, uphill.
Paparazzi, oh, they're gonna break the smoke, and I think with that, with a high ground advantage, Liquid will be on the run. Although they're gonna run right into LAN and get slowed. There's a Sunray coming into play. Mind control that already blinked in. That's gonna be an easy kill. First blood goes the way of Vici Gaming. Kuroki looks to be next on the list. That's 2 kills. Way too easy if you're Vici. GH should be able to get away, but takes a beating on the way back to the Tier 1 tower.
And everyone's probably like, well, what is Mind Control doing? They broke their smoke in the river, meaning it was uphill near the rune. They figured most of the heroes were up there, so he blinks forward, and little did he know 3 heroes were actually down, and that was just a good start by Vici Gaming. And they're going to continue on. LAN M just gonna whoop Matamba, man.
Yeah, no reason they can't go get this rune, which will be spawning right now. GH taking considerable damage to the Ignite and Sunray. He'll get out safely, but Vici Gaming takes 3 of the 4 bounty runes. That means they win the game, I think, right?
I mean, I think the double first blood might have been a little better too, but man, they are
not quite as good.
And we've been seeing a lot of middle Miranas with no one playing it as well, but Paparazzi has been playing a ton of this in the safe lane. Seems like he's the real big carry who likes playing this hero.
Man, in the mid lane, we have Miracle against Ori. Timbersaw against Dragon Knight. Timbersaw should have a very good time in this lane.
Especially because Dragon Knight has stun level 1. You rarely see stun get like leveled before, maybe before 6 when you have the ranged form, but that's about it. That's a very interesting. It's worth getting the kill though, so.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely contributed to getting those kills, but it also means that he won't have Breathe Fire yet. Needs to get that 1 level of Dragon Blood at level 2 right now, but Breathe Fire changed quite a bit. Oh, I shouldn't say quite a bit. It lowers the damage a little bit better throughout the game, scales better, but probably early game a little bit weaker, I want to say.
Which is what you used to be. You just like bottle crowed with that bottle crowing out of the game now, though, so.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's true. Dragon Knight sounds awful, man.
Yeah, he's one of the things, but look at it. He's actually going in middle right now. Oh
As
my
I
goodness.
say that, Miracle taking a lot of damage. Has the reactive armor level 1, will be okay. Has a salve as well.
Do you like the name of that skill, Breathe Fire?
No, I don't.
It's just, hey, what are you doing? Just breathe fire.
It should be Breath of Fire.
Breath of Fire. I think that might be copywritten, but
probably
more than likely. And these lanes, it feels like Young 11, right? He's been the biggest playmaker on Vici. He was like the biggest reason they made to the winners bracket. And look at this, he's just 1v2ing them right now.
Or is he? He gets telekinesis back. Some right-click action coming through.
The body block.
The El Doge Panda. That's what they named it. Nicely done. Doing a lot of damage to Young 11. But he shall live to see another day.
Yeah, and I don't know. He's just been such a game changer in this. We've seen on the other side, so it's the offlaner on VG and then Miracle, right? The 999 gold per minute, as well as that Slark who did so well. Now GH, he is more than likely going to go down here.
I heard a double leap at the very least, and that contributes to the kill.
And it does, and he'll have another leap up here in 2 seconds, so he's perfectly fine with that.
So I'm going to bring up a very weird mechanic since we haven't really seen it. I don't know how much we're actually going to notice it, but Whirling Death taking away stats.
Yes.
From heroes like Dragon Knight, so you're going to see less status resistance throughout the game, if applied. Which, of course, Dragon Knight's going to have a lot of strength, especially ends up going the 40 strength at 25 if we actually get to that point.
This patch is just too quick for me.
I know, there's so much stuff to talk about. It's crazy.
No, it is really true, especially against Dragon Knight. Obviously, you have to hit the tree with that Whirling Death, but, I mean, that's the biggest counter towards this Dragon Knight. I mean, that's why they picked it in general, just counters him so hard, as well as being a quick farmer. He's not really a natural carry hero, but, I mean, Timbersaw can farm as quick as everyone else.
Yep, he's going to get stunned. That is Timbersaw under the tower, but, again, with level 2 reactive armor, has plus 10 armor and a bunch of regen to boot, so should be good to go.
He just doesn't care. And we talked about Phoenix when we saw him played by Fly. It's just so hard to get this hero levels, but the laning phase, because they got those early 2 kills and like they couldn't TP around even though you get those free TPs, he's almost level 3 already, and I mean, that's great for a Phoenix. That's the biggest thing. You just want to get him level 6, get some spirits up, go for a quick gank, and I mean that's the biggest thing. We've seen so many just 4 or 5-man rotations in this patch lately.
And I think getting a Midas is even more necessary. Not that they didn't get it before on the Phoenixes, but with the new talent change, you have 15 is the talent where you get actual XP. Not sure if you actually take that this time, but the gold per minute at 10, I would assume most people will go for that bad boy since he has a really hard time farming.
It seems like all these heroes are actually getting a ton of experience. Panda in the offlane level 4 as well as the Queen of Pain, so no one's really going to be level starved here. A lot of heroes are going to come online sooner. It feels like for Liquid that's actually a lot better for them. Obviously Vici, if that Mirana gets farmed, we've seen that the machine gun, the 200 attack speed but for herself now is so good.
Yeah, for sure. Exciting thing to watch, no doubt. Timbersaw right now, hitting level 5. Seen some Timbersaw in the past from Miracle. He went through a phase, I want to say, probably when he was on OG, where he would just play offlaners mid. You remember that?
Yeah,
He'd play like Axe mid, Timbersaw, a couple others, I'm sure.
We've all gone through phases.
Yeah.
I remember your Goth phase for a while there. And middle lane, getting at the stun, and that's some percentage-based damage, but it doesn't really do that much. Kick's gonna come through, and Miracle barely gonna live there. My goodness.
Yeah, Wand helping him stay healthy. I mean, it's a hard kill, but you're right. The Sunray definitely will contribute to kills at some point in the game, I'm sure, against Miracle.
Yeah, I remember when that no one would even get that. You'd see like the 4-2 ulti build, no one would get Sunray, and then I think Fly just started getting people like, oh, that's a good ability.
Revolutionizing the hero.
It is. Everyone has to do it once.
Timbersaw hitting the tower for about 8 damage, I want to say.
Oh, that was about 11.
Okay.
It's definitely, it's randomized. Still got some randomization in Dota here.
No doubt.
Chaos Knight especially, still
yeah.
strange base damage.
The ultimate.
Man, Man's only level, he just hit level 4, and Young 11's about to hit level 6. That is actually nuts in the offlane. I know he's been sharing a lot of experience, but GH is only level 2.
Yeah, I was actually talking about this the other day, but when reading the patch notes for the first time, you see that change in experience being 900 and 1200. You think of that as a buff in a lot of cases, as like an offlaner, but in some cases you can consider it a nerf with support staying in the lane, perhaps a little bit too close to experience now.
And then you look at the last hits denies. Panda has 13 denies, easily the top. Mirana at 10 herself, and it seems like the Chinese they understand the value of how much experience the other laner doesn't get now. Buffed up quite a bit.
Yeah, Kuroki stealing that bounty rune away from Young Lennon. Would have hit level 6, but might cost him his life. Gonna attempt to TP out. Will do so successfully, and just barely so.
Nice save by GHR. He got 2 crits in a row. Level 1 Drunken Brawler. That is 10 times 10. I know it's like diminutive returns, or I don't even know if I'm saying correct words.
Diminutive. That's a great word. I need to start using that one. Whether it's real or not is beside the point.
Oh, middle lane. They're Slan M farming a creep with stun. He is a bottle. It's a different Ogre build for sure.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I know Lacoste talks about it. All Ogre needs is, level 7 Bloodlust and Tranquil boots, but...
Lies. Need extra farm. Young 11 now level 6, so Primal Split available, although does not have mana at the moment. Drunken Haze, super annoying, especially for the bear, who typically has no problem harassing, but in this case, already pops the Dragon form. Going on to top of Earth Spirit, you see the Savage Roar used, and not sure if that was actually enough to get him away, but either way, will live.
Yeah, and those are the ganks we're talking about. You see these cores move around so much on Vici Gaming, especially during day 2. Same with Miracle. Like, the guy has like 999 gold per minute, but he was always involved in the team fights. And already DK instantly at 6, goes bottom. Unfortunately, doesn't get a kill.
Yeah, this hero, we were talking about this before the game, but it feels the Dragon Knight that is a little bit one-dimensional at times. Kind of just sit in lane. Sometimes you transfer over to another lane, try to get a tower kill, but I feel like it's not a hero that has good comeback mechanics at all.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what he's going to do. He wants to push towers, maybe go in the late game, you get an assault cures, you turn into a carry, but that's all you do. It's so one-dimensional. Middle lane, Lan M's just getting run at by Miracle.
Oh my god, Miracle. He has chalk him up in just a moment here. Will Lan M be able to dodge this? We have a couple of TPs. He's going in pretty deep. He wants to get him. Chalk him is there. Gets stunned up by the Dragon Tail into an arrow. Paparazzi is here along with the Sunray from Phoenix, and Miracle's bit off a little bit too much. We'll attempt to maybe get this kill on Lan M. That would have been hilarious, but we'll find his way to the grave.
You commit a lot there, but I mean, it's fine. You commit 4. Yeah, Miracle's level 7. The mid laner just goes down there. Super aggressive play for a level 3 Ogre.
And Dragon Knight being a part of a kill without using Dragon form, obviously was on cooldown, is pretty big. Because typically in that downtime, I don't want to say he's useless, but a lot of his power is definitely not there.
Usually just breathe fire, farming up lanes. So
Breath
that's
of
nice.
fire, yeah.
Yep.
No doubt. Oh, Mirana, Moonlight Shadow's going to be popped.
And they know it's there since LAN just chilling in there.
Oh, the Sonic Wave is going to
Wow.
finish off the Brewmaster before the Primal Split comes through.
Another big kill, only level 6, almost level 7 on Queen of Pain, and always feels good. That first level, 135 second, or it's all levels, 135 second cooldown is so long. So if you miss out a kill, like if Brewmaster got that off, he's so happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice kill.
Miracle right now sitting on a Soul Ring, going for the typical Bloodstone build here. Of course, Soul Ring's not really part of that, but you still kind of need it. He has definitely mana start in the early stage of the game.
And I remember the Matumba Man Lone Druid because it was that stream where he dressed up as a girl. It was the hero who he was playing the most, and I always just I just look at him like, yep, this is the Lone Druid game. All right.
Yeah, so definitely going the bear build and not the sniper, if you will.
Here we go, Dragon Knight ready to gank, smoked up, but I mean,
boy, Miracle.
It's Miracle. He's
He
gonna be in
has
trouble.
20 charges of reactive armor. We'll see if they can chew right through this. Sunray's definitely going to help. Arrow connects. Kuroki's here to attempt to assist, but not nearly enough. And with this, Vici will look towards the tier 1 mid.
That's the best. Dragon Knight's level 1 stun is 2.5 seconds. So easy to set up an arrow with that.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen these Chinese teams love doing it. Newbie as well as Vici, just getting these easy setups for arrows.
Yeah. We've talked about how perhaps Mirana gets banned in the future, but hasn't happened yet. We'll see if that changes if this ends up going in the favor of Vici.
Yeah, and most of these have been second phase picks.
Yeah,
so I mean, you could get it in not banned in the first 5 bans now, which is pretty crazy. Seeing that, I think the win rate is insanely high, but
Maybe,
Statsman Grant's not here, so I don't know.
True. I mean, maybe Ice Frog needs to add a 13 and 14th ban to the pool.
Hey, good.
It could happen, guys. Soul Ring now on the Queen of Pain. Ori dealing considerable damage to this tier 1 mid. It's at half HP right now. Top lane, we're going to have a little bit of action. LAN getting chased by the Panda Bear, gets rooted up. Looks like the Timbersaw actually died in another lane. But we're going to focus on this Ogre Magi. Mind Control comes in with a nice Scream of Pain. They'll finish him off with ease. Fenrir in the meantime does have dive and a TP. She'll be able to get away unless they can get a Savage Roar or a stun. Nope.
Oh.
Not to be.
And now bottom lane is going to drop Paparazzi. Yeah, he had a double damage on Mirana. I didn't even see him rotating down there. And man, double damage, and Mirana has to be giving flashbacks to some of these players already. We saw that the Mirana with double damage versus that Pot or the Slark in the other game.
This one's a little bit more noticeable because there's not much blue on this cosmetic.
Still blue. Why does every cosmetic have blue? Why isn't there like shiny green on heroes?
Blue is like everyone's favorite color. It's a very neutral color.
I like forest green.
I actually hate green.
Oh, but here, GH trying to get away. Ori, he doesn't have his ulti for 8 seconds. I mean, if he wants to keep oh, he doesn't even have to. Nice stun coming out, though. Misses Fenrir, who's just going to continue to melt him. The double fire.
So Breathe Fire, if I'm not mistaken, it moved the projectile's a little bit slower, but it's longer now in AoE, I believe. So
you're the one who brought it up. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm questioning myself. I'm probably right.
Oh, in middle lane.
Will connect on Rubik into a Dragon Tail, and that is going to be the death of Kuroki. So Vici Gaming off to an amazing start. 8-2 advantage, 3,000 in their favor.
Oh, in this middle, who's going to get? Is it going to be tonight? It's going to be a 1 versus 3.
They have Savage Roar just in case, but Paparazzi. Nice last hitting.
Best mid in the world according to the 1v1 results at DAC, and
That's
one of the
right.
best carries in the world.
He's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Very versatile in that.
Let's say so.
role.
I know a lot of the young NA stars actually used to name themselves after Paparazzi, one of their favorite players. So, you know, if you can make an NA player like you've made it.
That's pretty true, actually. Very, very accurate. Ori right now working towards a Shadow Blade at the moment on that Dragon Knight. One of those issues with Dragon Knight in general is just you run out of mana so quick.
They really do. That's why you got that Soul Ring. And man, Miracle 0-3-0, but still the highest last hits. Obviously, he's below a little net worth in 5th place, but he's still farming up nicely.
Yeah, he's changing it up a bit. See this sometimes when things aren't going exactly as planned. You're not getting 100% free farm. Instead of Bloodstone, we'll start off with the Hood. Probably Bloodstone after that, I would assume.
And oh man, the Bear is actually going to find out Fenrir bottom. But he'll just soar away.
Have you seen the dive level 20, 1400 Icarus dive?
I have not. That sounds
pretty
insane.
filthy. Pretty filthy. It's like halfway across the
1400.
map.
Yeah, it sure feels like it. And well, smoke ain't coming now, though. Kuroki, Miracle, as well as GH. It's a pretty potent duo, tons of stuns, tons of burst damage. If they can find anyone, they want to get Paparazzi. This guy has haste as well as 2 leaps, almost that 3rd leap up now, and it'll be here by the time they get there. So they have to perma-stun and silence him if they want to get him.
Young 11 is in the trees as well, just in case they're going to jump in. Can they get the silence? They do, but after the first leap comes through, it's going to be a difficult kill. Here comes the Brewmaster with a Thunderclap into a Primal Split. Kuroki taking tons of damage as the Icarus Egg is down, doing tons of damage to Miracle on the sidelines. Paparazzi's going to focus on him. Looks like that'll be the second death for Liquid, as Kuroki was the original one.
My goodness. I mean,
now,
VG, people were saying maybe it was just one good day they were having. And no, sir. Already you can just see they're up 10-2, 4K gold. Their movements on the map have just been almost the same as last game. You can see the timings they do, and it's just immaculate.
And they're going to beat down this tier 1 tower here, as looks like GH is in a little bit of trouble. He'll find his way into the trees, attempting to TP out. Will the right clicks be there with the Sunray? Just barely enough damage, and Vici Gaming is rolling right now.
Yeah, look at this brew. It's 14 minutes in. Young 11 has a Blink, Treads, Basilisk, and 500 gold. This guy actually has just been playing out of his mind this tournament.
He's pretty beastly. Paparazzi now with a Maelstrom.
And LAN-M, man. I know captains have talked about it. Oh, top lane. They're going in again.
Dragon Tail again setting up some beautiful stuns. Mind Control is able to get out there with a nice Sonic Wave onto Young 11, who's getting healed up by his Phoenix. The Primal Split is about. Do they actually have enough damage? Comes another Drunken Haze, keeping him alive for a little bit longer, but not nearly enough. Primal Split still doing tons of damage to Dragon Knight.
And Ori actually just whipped the Breathe Fire on Mind Control, though. Would have been a kill.
He's just going to TP out in the mist, knowing that the Telekinesis is down.
Yep.
So, nice kill onto the Brewmaster.
Yep, it is an Ori. That nighttime vision, unfortunately, doesn't get the Breathe Fire kill. Yeah, but a lot of these captains talk about how they love playing Ogre mostly because it's so easy to lead a game as Ogre. Like, you have one mission, just call the game and throw Bloodlust on your carry. The interesting is mostly just Lone Druid. Obviously, Quap late game, if you go that like Assault Kyros build, is going to be great for that too, but...
I love that build.
That's good.
The hard right-click carry, Quap.
Oh, we saw it a lot more last patch because that 70% like spell and then 60%, they just kept nerfing it. Now it's what, 30%?
30%?
Just slowly keeps going downhill, which, I mean, it had to be done.
Maybe he'll get the AoE Shadow Strike. You never know.
Yeah, maybe he'll want to lose the game. We don't know.
I mean, we've seen it before, Grant.
Well, I haven't, but glad you have.
Are you, though? Are you glad
No,
I have?
I'm really not.
Miracle,
it's a terrible build.
Seeing the TP here.
And
attempt to back out
Shadow
Ori.
Blade.
Yep, the Invis onto Timbersaw. Sunray again. Percentage-based damage is ridiculous. And you have to assume Ori's eventually going to get a Silver Edge, which can be good against Timbersaw. It doesn't prevent him from... It doesn't get rid of his current stacks, though, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So if he already has like 20 stacks, it's not going to really do a whole lot.
Oh, and GH actually gives Young 11 the boot. Is he going to keep chasing? There's no way he thinks he can actually get this kill, right? Yeah, he's just going to roll slowly.
Has a baby roll. It's definitely enough, though.
Gets out of there. And bottom lane, Mind Control. There's always one person farming on Liquid, which is good. It's Mind Control's been involved in these ganks, and Matama Man has been the one farming, but now they're just both farming. He's almost level 12. He's very close to his Relic. Still, about a 20-minute Radiance is not terrible on Lone Druid with Midas. You prefer the 18-minute mark, but, I mean, there's been heavy pressure on him all game.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 to 12. Lots of action on the side of Vici Gaming specifically, so pretty respectable overall, I would agree.
And
Ori is actually going for Silver Edge, by the way, officially.
First item, that's pretty rare at least, but I think it will be good. Just overall the damage reduction as well. If you just hit it on the bear who has Radiance, like
they actually got rid of that.
Reduction. Oh, did they?
Yeah. So
okay.
Pretty big nerf.
I know Lacoste said it was getting nerfed. Yeah, you're right. All right.
But either way, Dragon Knight, I do like the combo with Bloodlust, actually. He desperately needs something as far as right-click is concerned, and attack speed, not too shabby. We're going to see that continue to scale in the late game as LAN-M showing himself mid. Just gets off an Ignite and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, look at this. They have 5 people pretty much around the mid lane on Liquid, while bottom lane, Ori content with just farming while Paparazzi farms top. He's level 13, has enough for his ultimate orb, and he's going for that Linken's next. Very good versus Rubik, especially if like Rubik gets a blink. That's like their main lockdown, right? Unless the Earth Spirit somehow gets that stun silence combo off.
Right.
It's going to be rough. Now we might see a smoke from Vici, it looks like.
Yeah, they have super strong 5-man right now. You got Young 11 with the Great Initiation Blink into Thunderclap, Primal Split, and then DK with that Shadow Blade. They're definitely doing quite well right now.
There we go. This is a full 5-man. they're not even having anyone bait. They're just going right at him. And they did see somebody run by this ward, but shadows are going to take us as well. Do you almost just kill the bear here?
Probably not. They're going to jump in with the Primal Split. A nice Savage Roar getting that Fire Panda away, but again, way too much damage as Vici Gaming cleans him up. Absolutely no problem. Earth Spirit, GH. He's going to be found out by this Sunray, trying to clear his way through the trees. Looks like the right clicks will suffice.
Oh, God.
And this just looks way too easy for Vici right now.
Yeah, they're losing. They did lose that top tower though, but the problem is your lone druid is the one you want to get this farm, and you want to get that, and he's gonna be.
Did he get relic? He did get relic.
He get relic, so he will. He's gonna get about that 20-minute radiance, like we said. Mind control though, farmed himself, soul ring quap, and he's gonna get this chicken. Oh, he's gonna have to juke this perfectly. Gets ulted. That's worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
135-second cooldown. Means you can't team fight, but you just want to farm anyways. You just have to avoid these ganks now. A lot of people don't realize that hits it. Well, what are some of the other ones? Dunk from Axe gets it. Beastmaster Roar doesn't do damage, but it stuns it.
It'll stun.
Not many others.
As well.
Fiend's Grip. Now we see a lot more Bane, so you never know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not exactly sure how the shield works. Do you know? The courier shield?
I think it makes it completely invulnerable. Like, you can't do anything to it.
I think you can still... Like, Fiend's Grip will work because it goes through BKB.
I don't know.
Sure.
I think it's actually... Maybe.
We should test it out after this game.
Yeah, we'll have someone else. Lacoste, get on it.
Get to
He's the assistant.
All right, Radiant's officially up now for Matumba. So this is where he starts to kind of take off in the farm department.
Yeah, it's
Midas
nice.
now on Brewmaster, so they're ensuring the late game as well.
Yeah, because we saw Phoenix has had his for a while. He's used it 3 times now, and he's going to be farming.
Nice.
Do they just go do you just get the Shivas for him? You see that a lot, just Midas into straight the tier 4 item Shivas.
Yeah, why not?
Ato's decent as well, though. The HP and lockdown, but it's not
Actually, Ato
needed.
against Quap, pretty damn good because he's not going for Lincolns this early at least. You could definitely see that, but yeah, Shiva's obviously very beneficial for Phoenix, especially in the egg mode. Egg mode, I guess we can call it that.
Egg mode activate. Paparazzi, though, look at him. I love he just arrows the siege, and now he's going to get so much free damage on this tower. And dude, Paparazzi, just always in the right place at the right time. And there's 4 people pushing top, but I mean, Vici's like, that's fine. Paparazzi's solo pushing this tower quicker because you guys have a timber sauce just thwacking the tower.
Oh God, watch out, guys. He's hitting for 84.
Oh, and here we go. Moonlights are shadowed.
We got the Fire Blast onto the Queen of Pain. Nice getaway there from GH, but looks like Rubik might be caught out. First death for Liquid here in this engagement. Miracle attempting to run away, has the hood. Timber chains away. Gets a nice chakram on multiple heroes. That's going to slow them down quite a bit, but Brewmaster not able to get the tornado in time. 5-second cooldown. GH going to dodge that arrow. They're going to have to fight, though. He's going to drop right off the bat. Mind control. Blinks into the trees. Timbersaw jumps right into the fray of things. He's in the middle of 4 heroes for Vici Gaming. A beautiful sonic wave, though, on the other side. But the damage has been done. Mind control, couple more right clicks will suffice. He's going to blink away the safety yet again, and Miracle doing so much damage. Young 11, quite low, attempting to TP out, but the Chakram cleans him up. And a beautiful turnaround from Liquid. I thought they might have overextended, but good lord.
Dude, Matumba, man, that the Savage Roar from the Bear completely saved Mind Control. And then they committed so much on Mind Control because of that, everyone else just came into the fight and owned. That was just a perfect team fight in general with a little +1 to Matumba, man, on that Savage Roar. And now they just get a free tower as well. Timbersaw has his Bloodstone, but he probably wishes he had it before that fight, but still.
No doubt.
That was a perfect fight. And, I mean, look at this. Liquid's actually leading in gold now. They're down by 9 kills, but early game kills, my friend, are...
I mean, the pure damage and burst damage overall from somebody like Timbersaw and the survivability in fights, he will burst down the best of them. Dragon Knight, Brewmaster.
It looked like Mind Control and Miracle were dead several times there.
Yeah, that was pretty close, and it could have just snowballed out of control in favor of Vici if they were able to take that fight, but back to an even game, it seems.
And like you said, yeah, the Timbersaw going in to get that kill on Paparazzi, gets stunned out by the egg, but perfect timing Savage Roar, man. Just usage of abilities equal good.
Well said.
Thank you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Black King Bar and Dragon Knight, though, in about 100 gold, so he's ready for next fight for sure.
Indeed.
The Timbersaw no longer scares him, at least.
What do you go after this? Do you like going damage now that you know you don't really need attack speed? Mjolnir's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a normal pickup, but
you might see Mjolnir, or he's gonna go Silver Edge. He queued it back up now.
He didn't even finish it. Okay,
yeah, queued it back. I think something like an Assault Cuirass is fine too, because it's good damage. Plus, you just want survivability, right? Like, we've seen Maranas can solo carry games if they get 6 slotted, so I feel you're not even worried about that.
I feel like Silver Edge is actually not that good this game. If you can catch up Miracle without any stacks, then maybe, but feels like it's not as consistent as, you know, another hero where you want to break their passive more than anything.
And you're just spending
that
like,
null field, bro. You got to break that.
I mean, that's not the worst thing, even though you don't really have that much magic damage, I guess.
Pretty bad.
I mean, Marana actually has a ton, especially with Mjolnir right clicks, I guess.
They have actually a considerable amount looking at it.
I'm sure it's not it's not his first target for sure.
I wouldn't say it's Silver Edge worthy though.
It is not. We do, like you said, the Midases, one on Brewmaster as well as one on Phoenix. They want to prep for the late game. We're going to see a BKB on Brewmaster as well, and they're just going to start stacking BKBs.
Okay then. So are we going to see more of a fighting build from Brew, you think?
It seems more like it. We've seen some of these weird talent trees where like you go like the 100 attack speed, but then you get the primal split cooldown, and then late game it just feels like, why'd I do that? Like, why'd I split my talents?
Because when you look at it, it's like 15% Drunken Brawler or minus 65. It just feels wrong to not go that, you know?
True, but if you're going like
no,
Radiance and all that, yeah, like
if you go
you
would definitely want to go 1500 health to primal split units if you do that, no doubt.
On Young 11 wishes he didn't kill those creeps. Now Midas off cooldown. But top lane, Ori's in a lot of trouble up here. He might have to use his first BKB. Nope.
Shadowblade might just
Whatever.
be enough, and away he goes. Might actually use this to initiate back in.
I like it. Look at this.
Are
we going to see a Midnight Shadows? Not yet.
Miracle.
There it is.
There we go. Oh, the stun not in time. He actually gets it. What is the range on that? Good God, Miracle. Timber chains away. We see the BKBs activated galore. A beautiful Savage Roar to 3 heroes, and that is a wasted BKB in the end.
It is. They can't even get this bear, and that's just a Potta multi down now, as well as a DK, plus the BKB, and what a Savage Roar. This guy is on point with his bear right now.
Can't remember if this was part of the change this patch. Dragon Tail in melee form is not instant anymore, is that right? I'm not sure if that changed from melee, but that was... I've never seen that interaction before where you get stunned from that far away.
It's always been like semi-ranged. It was kind of like Pudge in Dota 1 technically had a ranged attack for some strange reason, but...
Oh, I forgot about that.
I guess they just brought that over for a very odd reason. But middle lane now, it feels like Vici is just kind of... They're in the gold lead, but they haven't accomplished anything in quite a while. We saw that fight that Liquid won, and after that it's been pretty dead. But Paparazzi's done a good job of keeping up his farm.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vici in general, they're still looking okay just because of the Midases like you talked about. You have the Phoenix has Hood working towards the Shivas that we brought up before. Won't be too long till he starts becoming a core himself.
The problem is, though, this Quap went pretty survivability build. I mean, he went with a Drums Veil, and now he's going for the Lincolns finally.
Okay.
And then Lincolns is definitely... We saw it a lot in the old patch, but this is the item we've seen, I think, what, like 3 heroes on each side every game?
Yeah, it's pretty strong. And we talked about Lotus Orb as well. We've only seen it once, I feel like.
Once or twice, yeah.
It's been...
For those
barely
high-ground
been picked up
sieges,
at all
yeah.
compared to the last patch. That was a very common pickup.
Middle lane,
See if that changes
GH
or not.
by himself. Only level 9, man. He is... Him and Rubik are actually struggling with levels. You look at it, Phoenix is 13, Ogre is even 11, and those two are level 9. They are struggling with the experience.
Young 11 Invis, just going to use it to Midas a creep, very important. Takes it out of the enemy jungle at the very least.
I'll take it.
And he'll run right into the Radiance Bear, doesn't want to have any part in that.
And this bear, he has a full Assault Cuirass now. I mean, they could almost just group up in 5, man. It's very tough into a Phoenix as well as a Blink Brew, but they definitely could if they wanted. But, I mean, there's no reason to risk it. Lone Druid can get more farm, same with Mind Control. And you're only really worried about that Marana, who's getting close to Mjolnir,
This
though.
is not something we bring up too often in games like this, because Phoenix is
Don't talk about
typically...
12 slotted heroes.
Typically, well, you can talk about that as well. I was going to talk about how big Phoenix Egg is going to be this game. Because you have a lot of... Like, not only are you going to get Shivas on this hero, which obviously the minus attack speed works on the Egg, but also the fact that you have so many stuns and kind of pseudo-disabled. You have the Tornado from the Panda, you have Stun from Ogre and Dragon Knight. You have a lot of abilities to help mitigate the damage towards that actual Egg.
Hey, dude, his last 2 eggs have been really good. That third one was a little bit rough, but if they it's just so hard to keep up. Like, right, the Savage Roars have been on point, and then Miracle just flies away with that Timber Chain. Quap has a blink. They're not really getting these lockdowns around the egg, and that's just more of a credit to Liquid.
We're looking for perhaps another smoke here. We have Mjolnir right now on Paparazzi. So he is starting to deal pretty ridiculous damage, has the 100 attack speed talent, and once he hits 20, I mean, at this point it feels like a cookie cutter getting that 25 mana break.
Oh, I like this too. They're going for Roche. They might give up 2 towers for this. No, they're already TPing over the triple TP to Shrine. Quadruple, actually. And now the Bear's going to come in.
Roche at half HP. Savage Roar is available. They're going to stun it right off the bat, though. And there's the Phoenix dealing considerable damage here. There's a wave onto 2 heroes. Looks like the Mirage is going to be the first to fall. A nice egg. Are they going to be able to kill it, though? Very easily done so. BKB popped by Ori. Gonna try to get Dragon Tail and some right-click damage. Kuroki attempting to run away. He took Dragon Form, in fact. 3 dead for Vici Gaming. It's a 3 for 2 as Miracle is continuing to do this pure damage to this Dragon Knight. Just blows him up. Primal Splitting is the Primal Splitting Brewmaster is the last hero here for Vici Gaming. Attempting to TP out. Will barely do so. But damage has been done, and this is going to be a free rush for Team Liquid.
Wow, and they committed so much to kill that bear, and they barely did at the end, but Paparazzi died so quickly, and that's the problem. You're standing inside that pit, and you're just, I mean, you just saw the chakram come out, and then he just died. That was insanely quick. You see the Lincolns just, I mean, Lincolns doesn't block AoE spells, unfortunately for him, and he got Queen of Pain ulted, he got focused by the Timber, and he doesn't have enough life to survive through that 1600.
I mean, after this last patch, I won't put anything past Ice Rug. Maybe Lincolns will stop AoE in the future.
Oh, gracious, please no.
Well, Lincoln's officially picked up now onto Mind Control. So, like you said, the very utility type build with the drums and Veil. Pretty tanky overall. 2,200 health right now with the strength.
Oh, in middle, my goodness. Paparazzi has multiple leaps as well as that Lincoln, so he's fine for now. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go Sheepstick next, actually. We haven't seen much of that. But I like the control. I mean, they're not lacking any damage with this lone druid, so something like that could be good.
Yeah, now that Young 11 has a BKB, we'll be able to get off the... I don't know, the Primal Splits don't really feel like they're doing that much right now.
It feels when you fall behind on that hero, it just doesn't do that much damage anymore. And we haven't really seen a Cyclone on the Bear yet, it feels like.
I feel like this would have been a pretty good game to get Radiance on Brewmaster, actually.
Yeah, you need something.
If you're going to get like BKB
chance
or something.
It would have been nice. And man, he gets the 60 Fire Spirits damage. Oh, Lan M is, I believe he's just dead.
Yeah, Moonlight Shadow will not save you today as Miracle rips right through him. Level 22 Timber Saw.
And he has a full Shivas in 30 gold with the Lotus, with the 18 Bloodstone. And Miracle just feels like he's getting out of control. And man, he had such I would say pretty bad early game. He was 0-3-0 and he had some nice CS, but he has caught back up. He is first place. He's beating out the lone druid in farm who has a whatchamacallit, a Midas. That's what I'm looking at.
Midas Gaming,
and yet Miracle just playing out of his mind again.
He's going to go pick it up right now, I believe, from the secret shop as Mind Control is taking a little Sunray damage at the moment.
But look at these siege units.
I mean, the one thing that Liquid definitely has going for them is Vici Gaming relies on these longer cooldowns. You got the Dragon Form that you can technically bait out or waste, Brewmaster ult, and technically the Egg, which is, again, going to be doing a considerable amount, I would assume, in the future. And
we saw him try to use it at the Roche pit, but unfortunately he didn't hit the Syllabary. And it doesn't matter how much your hero does as the hero of the bear itself, because it just hits. Don't have to actually do damage, and he just massacred that.
He will have Shivas pretty shortly, though. Only 600 away for Phoenix. Not too shabby overall, but like you said, he did take the 60 Fire Spirits DPS over the 40% XP gain. Already has the Midas, so kind of makes sense. Already took the gold talent, so I think he'll be okay as far as levels are concerned.
Yeah, remember when I was talking about levels before? The Ogre, when I said he was level 12, he is still level 12. Everyone has caught back up with him. He is struggling. I mean, it's not the biggest deal for him, but still feels weird. They just haven't won a fight in a while. They've barely gotten kills except on GH and Kuroki.
And Miracle zoning out. Young 11 already at half health. Has the BKB available along with the Primal Split.
He has 66 armor.
Pipe is popped. They're going to jump right into Lan M, the level 12 Ogre Magi.
He has 70 armor. Like, how do you deal with Miracle? You just can't.
Oh, BKB popped by Ori. They're going to try to go for the bear. Miracle is pretty much no problem whatsoever, taking very little damage. And that was used to kill a bear. Mind Control attempting to get out, will be stunned by the Brew. And that's a pretty big commitment. I feel like you just wait out this Dragon Form and just go again. Or just go now, why not? Miracle with his million armor, no problem whatsoever. We're going to jump in Mind Control against Sonic Wave onto 3 heroes, beautifully done. Lan M taking considerable damage from that Chakram. They'll be able to finish him off, no problem. Or in the meantime, This poor Dragon Knight just can't do anything against Miracle. He's just going to continue to zone him out with mind control as the buildings are being pounded down by Matumba Man. Arrow will connect onto Ori, and you have to think that'll be enough to be able to finish off this Dragon Knight. And down he goes, Miracle again, taking out that beefy carry.
Yeah, and it's just, you can tell Liquid watched the replays, right? Because this is almost kind of a single core with the Mirana, right? Like she's the one doing all the damage, and they kind of focus on that.
Look at this!
It's camp.
He's zoning them out in the fountain as the rest of his team takes out Rax. This is ridiculous.
He doesn't even have to be careful. Well, now he does.
Does he really? Even if he dies, it's 2 Rax. This is insane. Mind Control attempting to help out his comrade. Looks like they might be able to take Timbersaw finally, and there it is with the Silver Edge.
But top lane.
And top lane, this might even be Megas. No, they're going to get the tier 3 perhaps. They get 2 racks at the end of the day, though, so either way, this will be in the benefit of Liquid. Is Mind Control getting a little bit cocky here. The arrow will connect,
arrow.
And that should be enough damage to take him out, so
but
that's a little cocky.
He gets the tower still. He comes back in with the pipe, picks up the tower.
He's a team player.
Well, whose boots of speed are just sitting there? Oh, yeah, he picked him back up.
Yeah. They'll find a consolation kill in Kuroki, but not nearly enough, and Team Liquid have come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, Liquid they just look unstoppable, and still they're down 7 kills, but guess what? They're up 3 tier 3s and 4 axes. For some reason, Matoma Man actually just dropped his boots. Just no reason, so he sent his bear back to go get him, and okay. No clue why, but
was it a South American type move?
No, he just forgot him. Just dropped his boots, forgot his Nikes on the floor before he left.
I've seen that a time or two in basketball, so I can definitely understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. Oh, Young 11 actually dying to Miracle. Will Miracle be able to pick him off? He should have Blink in 4. Oh my goodness.
The BKB though.
He just has to right-click him, so he can't. Oh, the miss, so he can blink away. Well, now he didn't miss.
And the BKB is still activated.
He's still going.
I mean, I don't see I don't see Miracle stopping this.
Look at this snipe.
He's gonna continue to go in the primal split.
God.
Oh, good God, Miracle. You deal a lot of damage. You are surrounded by 3 enemy heroes. Will you be able to get away? Pops the Shivas.
Will they be able to get away is the question.
That's a good point. GH here for moral support, if nothing else.
Nice boulder kick.
And he will definitely
Ori, though.
Lan M and Paparazzi stuck inside the Chakram, but they finally take out the pesky Miracle.
But
BKB popped by Matumba Man, and the Mega Creeps come out. Definitely worth a death here. Liquid, they look amazing in this game.
They did after yesterday, Vici Gaming. Even after the first, 15 minutes of this game, like, oh man, Vici Gaming, these guys look pretty nuts. And now Liquid just gets Mega Creeps. 35 minutes in, this Bear as well as this Timbersaw are just 5,000-6,000 up on the Mirana. They just can't even kill his Timbersaw unless they 5v1 him, and he has a full team around him after this because the Bears no longer has any racks to go for.
Timbersaw was last pick, right?
Yeah.
That was...
No.
No?
It was their...
It was after Dragon Knight, though,
it might have been,
right?
yeah.
Either way.
No, it was last pick.
That
was correct.
a great counter pick, and I mean, we've seen it before, but not a whole lot lately. I don't think I've seen a Timbersaw mid in maybe like 6 months or something like that. But very well played by Miracle and Team Liquid.
Yep, and this is going to be still not over yet. It's going to be a staunch defense from the Dire side. We'll see what they can do with it. And they're just melting Kuroki right now. Look at how much damage that does, though.
Yeah, Brewmaster's here as well.
Oh, he stole it.
Phoenix, he gets silenced up, has the egg. Will he be able to actually activate it in time? There it goes. Mind control.
All the missed chances.
He does have blink in 1 second, so the egg will force them back. But again, not a whole lot here lost here for Team Liquid as they get Mega Creeps.
Yep, they lose the Bear, but he's like, whatever. He's just chilling now.
I mean, we were kind of talking about this in the beginning of the game, is now Miracle's going to have 2 Chakrams to work with it. This feels like a typical Dragon Knight game, right? You go through the motions of the early game, and then later in the game, you don't feel like you're doing much. You're this very tanky stun, and obviously if they pick a Timbersaw against you, you're going to get crushed once that BKB is over.
Yeah, and the problem is, like, maybe if he was against even a Quap or a Puck middle, he would have been doing like way more stuff, but he was just against that Timbersaw, and it felt like he just didn't do anything because he had the lane against him the whole time, and Miracle was still farming the entire time.
I mean, you have Breathe Fire, and damage reduction is 25%, so you do have that to work with, but at the end of the day, we're talking about pure damage. We're talking about just eating right through the Dragon Knight, the Whirling Death. Pretty sick stuff. What level is Miracle right now? So he is 25, and he goes for the 1,400 Timber Chain Rage. Have you seen this?
Whoa, Kobe.
It's actually longer than that. It's way longer than that.
Thank goodness.
The first
I haven't
time I
heard
saw
that
this-
since my first girlfriend. Man.
Oh my, Grant. Oh, you're making me blush. Gracious. But no, this timber chain, the first time I saw it, I actually thought it was a bug. Like, there's no way this is actually real.
Oh yeah, it's not even on the
playing Dota
screen
right
when
now?
you go on it. Yeah.
It's literally off the screen. So Vici Gaming will attempt to defend this. I'm sure they have one more fight left in them. Roshan not going to be up for a little bit here.
Yep. And Lone Druid just clearing out all the shrines for him and his team. And he's pretty jacked, has the pipe on there as well. BKB on the bear. I mean, they don't have to force anything. If they want to take this 20 more minutes, they can. I mean, there's just no scaling on Vici besides that Mirana.
That sounds vicious to take this 20 more minutes in the future.
I mean, wouldn't you if you're Liquid? You're kind of like, I mean, you're winning this game. You're having a good time. You make the other team feel terrible. They know they're going to lose the game, and you just keep dragging it out. Like, they're defending. You
Hey,
don't
guys,
have to push.
11k lead. It doesn't even, it's not even that much. That's the crazy thing. They have mega creeps, and they're only up 11k.
Now they are going to go for this Roche, it looks like. Bringing the bear on over.
Roshan will drop cheese this time around. If they had the refresher shard,
I think you'd actually probably just give it to the bear so that he could like resummon his bear, honestly, because they don't really have anything, right? Besides like an ulti from Earth Spirit, maybe?
the double, is he 25 yet? No, he's actually only 21. If he gets that Battlecry grants spell immunity, cast that twice, you get all that damage and spell immunity on both the hero and the bear.
Oh, you're
Sounds
pretty
nice.
nuts. I was just going to say he would save it until his bear died twice, but I mean, that would work
you
too.
could do that too, yeah. It's wide open.
It is, and man, GH now has the Force Staff as well as the Blink, and he has a Midas queued up just in case they need to take this to the late game on Earth Spirit.
You never know. We've seen crazier things in our life. And here we go. Team Liquid, I assume, are going to attempt to finish this game right here. They're going to jump right into Paparazzi.
Oh.
Half health already. The Sonic Wave not quite enough to
That's a
finish him
miss.
off. He's going to be forced back to base with the BKB charge used. Mind Control jumps in. Ori on the other side, counter initiation, dealing a lot of damage to Mind Control. Can he blink out in time?
That's Aegis, though.
The egg will pop Aegis as well. Ori already used that dragon form. Not sure if they're going to want to continue to fight here. As Lone Druid, in quite a bit of trouble. They're actually going to get that kill with a Timbersaw again. Look at this Chakram. Double Chakram onto Dragon Knight. Just rips right through him. Oh my lord. Dealing lots of damage here. Oh, that was a little baby Timber Chain. That was not intended, so they will take out Miracle.
As well as everyone.
nice
They take
hold
out
from
everyone.
Vici.
They take out Mind Control once. He had the Aegis, and that's just a 4-for-1 trade, and you only lose your Dragon Knight, right? See, we talked about, like, maybe Liquid does just want to take this longer and get a few more items, because they just got wiped in a team fight pretty easily.
I mean, again, as far as items are concerned, it's only a 9k net worth difference.
And this Moran, I mean, you get a little bit of farm. He's going for the Satanic next.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it. I like because Satanic actually gives you some damage now.
That's true.
Unlike the old one where it's like, oh, if you're a strength hero, it gives you damage. If not, it just feels like garbage.
Plus 1 second supernova stun duration. All right, we're not going to see that 1400 Icarus dive, unfortunately.
We haven't really seen him hit the eggs, but it's been used for zoning, which has done very well. We saw like the Quap didn't know what to do when the egg was down. He had to like blink one way, blink the other way. Did get out, and I think Liquid just needs to, you know, calm down a little bit, make the plays. They might honestly wait for the next Roche, which is 5 to 7 minutes away.
Paparazzi switched it up a bit here, so we'll
the
go
Monkey
MKB.
King, I love it. He has so much damage. As well as that attack speed, man. You get so many lightning procs off that. You just throw the Mjolnir as well onto the Dragon Knight, who's done such a good job of tanking the front.
And not to mention the 60 pure damage that you get from it now, which will be quite good against Timbersaw with all that armor.
That was crazy. He was actually, I'm really surprised. We see actually the problem with Monkey King Bar. He right-clicked the bottom and the leap, and he actually missed the attack. So only 75% accuracy.
Yeah.
Guess what? He got bad luck, because I think that attack would have actually killed Paparazzi. Unfortunately, he got the miss.
Only true strike is Ember Spirit now, I do believe.
And a Walrus Punch, but yeah.
Oh, that's true. Walrus Punch can never
And a
forget.
Silver Edge hit.
Whatever.
And, no,
I don't
just
care
kidding.
about that one. Miracle right now, 25. Going for the Octarine core. And then he will be officially 6-slotted, I do believe.
And
Well, Moonshard maybe next. Boots of Travel 2.
Liquid actually needs to finish this though before Dragon Knight gets his Mjolnir. If he gets Mjolnir, they can just defend forever, and he can get 6. All of them can get 6 slotted in base if they have double Mjolnir.
He actually went 150 gold per minute on Dragon Knight. So instead of the 2 times Dragon Blood HP regen, which used to be a level 25 talent. Oh, we're going to see a TP. I believe this was a smoke as well. See if Liquid can try to finish this game right now. There's the jump in from Dragon Knight, pops the BKB. They're attempting to kill. Nice Sonic Wave onto 4 heroes. Miracle taking tons of damage, attempting to Timber Chain out. Seeing that range come into play, but the Phoenix dies.
My.
The Ogre is next. Dragon Knight as well. There's no buyback on 2 of them. Phoenix will buy back into the game. Brewmaster, not a whole lot he can do. Stuns up the bear though, dealing considerable damage, not too shabby. Paparazzi and company, but this is 5v3. If Liquid plays this right, they should be able to end this game right now.
Paparazzi can make this happen.
He stole Bruce Split. Oh my god, that is rough. Oh.
I don't think the hotkeys work though when you have Rubik and you steal it, so you can tell like he didn't know how to stun. I definitely remember that bug.
Can fix that in the next patch, I'm sure. Here comes the egg. I don't know if they'll be able to kill this. Doesn't look like an arrow into the stun. It's an extra second with that talent as well. So a little bit of miscalculation there from Mind Control. But again, tier 4 towers are going down.
Oh, and this Panda rooted in place, double chakram.
Wait, did he? Okay, I was going to say, if he got that 0-second entangle cooldown, that would have been hilarious. But Paparazzi attempting the last stand, has a buyback. Only 3 heroes available for Vici Gaming as this throne is getting pounded. And GG in the first game of this best of Dota Pit Minor. Liquid. Whew.
Very dominating. I mean, I wouldn't say very dominating after the 15-minute mark. Vici looked so far ahead during most of that early game, and then we just saw the cores come online and the control. And I mean, the Savage Roars coming out from Atamba, man, were definitely the MVPs of those early team fights when they were kind of down on farm, and he had like 3 or 4-man Savage Roars that saved Mind Control top. Was so nice.
Yeah, definitely a good start here for Liquid in this best of 3. Of course, this is not an elimination match at all, so whoever ends up losing this series will drop to the lower bracket.
But do you really want to play up against newbie?
I don't know. Yeah, we got 2 very strong Chinese teams right now.
Yeah,
Vici Gaming kind of coming, I wouldn't say they're coming out of nowhere, but they've been kind of up and down. This tournament, they've been great so far.
Yeah, start ladder, they were a little bit off, but